is now making his entrance here to most city communities. You can hear see the outriders here live on WDT Media TV. The Prime Minister entourage is on his way now to Mustard Seed, and they're going to deliver some things to the most city communities here. The Prime Minister is now making his way onto the Mustard Seed compound. The Prime Minister have on his mask, observing the social distance.
You're the author of that letter.
That's right, yes.
And I got an emissary who came to visit me at some point.
Oh, I see, that's right, yes.
Yes, and I know it could be very difficult for operations like this that serve the vulnerable in the society. And you are basically a social enterprise. And the people who would normally fund you, many of them are going through difficult times, and they themselves would not be able to give the charity and the philanthropy that they normally do. So I'm very concerned about how you're surviving during this period. So far, we haven't had any cases of COVID-19 in this area.
No.
You have to be vigilant.
Yes.
So on my way in, I noticed that it was business as usual for everybody. Everybody's, sitting down very close together. Everybody seems to be practicing the minimum 3 feet apart. You notice I'm wearing my mask. And there are those who will say, sure, nothing going to happen to me. Sure, this thing going to happen, it's going to affect somebody, it's not going to affect me. But that is not what we are seeing happening worldwide. So we have to make sure that we are prepared and we send a message. But knowing the situation that exists here, you serve many vulnerable people, and your inflow of contributions right now might not be as it should be. You might be having a difficulty. From my foundation, as I have done previously, I wanted to come by and just drop off a gift to you to help you to survive for a couple of weeks maybe. And your letter asking for further assistance from the government, that is being fairly considered.
Well, first of all, Mr. Prime Minister, I want to thank you. First thing, Bishop asked me to send us regards.
Yes.
And thank you for the proactive nature in which this is happening. I was telling one of your people just now that precise communication and good communication. You may not see it happening around, but in general, the more we say, regularity leads to singularity.
Yes.
The more we keep saying the same thing, they'll get one. So I want to thank you very much for showing up and showing me stuff. But the two things of contending here with us is not just our people that we look after. We have about 500 kids and about 500 staff. But our communities around, this is what's worrying me about. Because we used to have about 80 children from the area coming. Now I have to beg, we have to find little eggs and so to give them to eat every day. The older folks, or poor things, used to come on a Thursday every week for parcels. I have to find a way now to give them something. Otherwise, it's nothing happening. You know what I mean? And I know it's hard right around, so we just have to keep a lot of what you have given here, we'll try to pass it and give it to the older folks and the kids. Poor kids, they used to have a breakfast here and a lunch every day. And now I have to figure out how we could get an egg to them. And don't let, but you have your fair share of work to do on your staff. I want to thank you for taking the time off, and I really want to consider later on this government input, would you believe in the last 6-7 weeks, we've been down 1 million euros in donations because 50% of our volunteers can't come for whatever reason. So I'm pushing all through the world, Ireland, England, and so on, America, to see how we could pull ourselves up. But you know, whichever country we are in, Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Jamaica is our lucky spot, so to speak. They're doing worse than us. But your proactivity and your government's proactivity in trying to pull us together and make this thing work, I think if we in the inner city and with Roots FM passing along the word, gentle people, I think we can get it done.
Well,
Thank you.
during a crisis, it's the most vulnerable that will feel the pinch first. And I know the great work that you do here, Father Holong and others, Adra and others do. You are very close to my constituency, right on the border, which is why I've chosen you first.
No, thank you.
So we're well aware, the government is well aware that the epidemic crisis would interrupt the social enterprise and philanthropy that would normally keep a significant part of the population fed. So you have just pointed out that there are persons who would have come here to get their meals, but because businesses no longer have the cash flow that they had before, and the persons who would come from overseas to volunteer can no longer travel, our borders are closed to incoming passenger traffic, all of that would have stopped. And the government can't reach everyone.
No,
that is the truth. You know? And it is always my worry that there is one child out there who will not be able to get their breakfast. And we just miss them as a government. We just didn't know of them. We just didn't see them. So organizations like yours, the Mustard Seed community, where you make it your business to find the forgotten, the unknown, and the marginalized, that we could partner with you. My foundation is the Positive Jamaica Foundation. I do work through the foundation because if I do it otherwise, it could be interpreted